Okay, so another episode of nothing. Been some, I think, a few days. In case you're new, Nothing is a series where I just share thoughts without a script, Just go with the flow, whatever comes. Hmm. Hmm. So what do I want to talk to you about? I think I'll talk to you about the place where I stay. Okay, and I'll tell you something interesting. When you see where I stay on video, generally people say, oh, it's Kerala, or people say it's Kerala, or they say it's so natural, they say it's beautiful. Well, yeah, it's very nice, which is true. This is very natural, this is very beautiful, simplistic. In fact, I remember the first time I came down to Samui, it was to meet a Western chick. We met online. She saw my TED talk. Blonde female, so good chick. She looked good. So she said, why don't you come down? I said, okay, fine. Exciting, no? Meeting a chick. Came down. The first time I came down, man, it was like in the experience meter, out of 10, I would rate it like 11 or 12. It was that good. Because the reason being, it was new. A totally new experience. You could see the island, such a small island. You get down, you travel by plane from Dubai to Bangkok. From Bangkok, you have to take another flight to come down here, because this is a remote island. So the first time I saw the island, I could see the clear blue clear blue sea. The sea was like beautiful. The clouds were like, nice and clean, and the island looked, in sunlight it looked really beautiful. And I could see that small island. It's like, oh, such a small island in the middle of the sea, small island. I'm like, wow. And then when it landed, obviously it was a new experience. You normally see commercial airports and you see big ass, construction airports and sophistication. And here you came down to like something like a Hawaii island, You could see people with flowers and a simple small airport and small runway. And it's not like you're getting down in a sophisticated bus, a simple open cart, like a golf cart with like a train. You see there, everyone's dressed up in their holiday gear, wearing like colorful, flowery Bermudas and all that. So, holiday. Came down. And obviously that female came to meet me at the airport. Oh, very exciting. So everything was new. Went and, new on the island. So I was like a tourist, looking here, looking there, looking everything. So came home. First day, relax. Next day, planned out a lot of things, going out, sightseeing, traveling. It was all exotic. It was totally new. The food and the people and the experience. It was like a totally new experience for me. Totally new. Something. It's like when you've never done something, how the excitement is. So the first day, new experience, new climate, new people, new surrounding. Went whole day out. Okay. Second day, same thing. So every day, There was some activity, there was something, lot of photographs, lot of videos. And for Indians, you get visa on arrival for 2 weeks. So I had to plan out 1 week, maybe I think 10 days or whatever. And then I flew back to Dubai. I'll tell you, when I went back to Dubai, that yearning was there. Sheesh, man, I want to come back again. And obviously, because visa on arrival, easily I could get. So before I knew it, I booked another holiday. Ticket was not expensive, just $1,000. Actually, it's more expensive from Bangkok to here than from Dubai to Bangkok. It's kind of funny. So anyway, spent another $1,000. Came down again. Wow, it was like paradise, And that time I decided, man, this is what I want to do, man. This is where I want to stay. This is the life I want to live. And the climate, the people, the surrounding, the nature. And I was like thinking, who wants to be in that rat race? Who wants to be in UAE and all that? Why not try something new? And my mind began working on this. And lo and behold, one thing led to another, and came down here. And then what I expected it to be a cakewalk turned out to be it was going to be a massive tragedy. Turned out to be a mistake. Going to be a tragedy, but somehow managed to sort things out. That's another story in itself anyway. But the main thing was, finally managed to settle down, and today, after marriage and everything else, 5 years have passed by. Now, in hindsight, when I look back, yes, when I first saw this place, it was 12 out of 10. And obviously, when I got used to the place, it became a 10 out of 10. Today it is, I would still say it's an 8 out of 10. I'm very happy. Okay? However, if you look at the other variables, like food, before food was like 10 out of 10, a perfect score. Then it became a 8 out of 10. Then it became 6 out of 10. Today it's just average, maybe 4 out of 10. It's nothing great. Like if average is 5, it's a 4. Because I'm just tired of eating the same. Initially when you eat Thai food, the first time it's exotic. It's a new taste, it's a new flavor. You want to try something new. But at some point you're like, man, I can't eat this. You yearn to eat the type of food you were born and raised with. The typical taste that you have. Then initially, when I came down here, okay, the movie hall was different. The shopping experience was different. The people were very different. So the experience was 10. Soon it became to 8. Today it's at 5 or 6, like normal. So overall, everything, like the tourist spots were, okay, 8, they wouldn't be 10. But they came down to 7. Today it's at literally 0. I'm not even bothered to see the tourist spots. So now, see, here's the question. Does this same pattern happen in different areas of your life? Like initially it's like, wow, fantastic, great experience. Then comes down, and comes down, and comes down. And finally, I think we can say the same with almost literally everything. Like, for example, you fall in love with someone. Okay, example, you fall in love. First the experience is 10 out of 10. Slowly comes to 9, then 8, 7. And then one fine day it comes to 5 or 6, maybe 7. But some people's case it goes below 5, means below standard. And in some other case it goes to 0. And some people below 5, they want to break up. You know. The same thing when you buy a new iPhone, new Samsung, new tablet, new car. Oh, it's so immaculate, it's so amazing. Such a beautiful experience. You sit in a brand new car and feeling is great. You get a brand new laptop or you get a brand new phone. Wow, it feels great. You don't even want dust. You want it perfect. After some time, okay, you get a casing or protection for that, or your car, you put accessories and all that. Soon, you stop putting accessories, you drive it. Obviously, you show off to all your friends. Soon after that, it becomes like a normal car. Very soon, you don't even bother decorating it. You just go for car wash. Very soon, you don't even go for a car wash. Once a week, then becomes once every 15 days, then becomes once a month. Soon your car becomes like a junk. Or if you are like me, you'll take care of it, but it's ordinary. I think this is the thing with everything, whether it's relationships, whether it is purchasing new things, whether it is the experience. At some point we lose that magic. I remember the first time I got married to this wifey. Wow. Today it's normal. Better than normal. She's a good girl. But it's not like that magic. In fact, if you see Facebook, you'll see people when they're about to get married, they put these bold, amazing statements. Oh, I finally found the better half. You're my better half. You're my life. You're my wife. You're my partner. You will be the one who I live and die with. It. Oh, they give such a big sermon. After a few years, like my friend, when he got married, he was mad about her. He didn't even allow anyone to talk to her. He was that protective. And today he is staying in another country. Even though he can go back home, he has actually requested the employer, keep me stationed here. I prefer being alone. Because his kids and his wife drive him mad. He loves them, but it drives him mad. Same thing with me. Sometimes I just wish, I miss being alone. I miss my silence. I miss my space. Miss the peace of mind. It's not that my life is bad. I'm really lucky. It's a beautiful life. When I look at people in war-torn zones, Ukraine, Russia, when I see people still living in Dubai, see people in India, I'm really lucky in so many ways. So I don't want to be ungrateful. It's a beautiful life. I get to do what I want. I don't know what is the message to give you through this, but I just want to tell you that whenever you try something, or you buy something, or you experiment with something, or you get into something, initially it's like, wow, it's like great. I think the same thing is, for example, you look at Apple products. When they launch it, oh, the greatest iPhone ever, the best iPhone ever, the technology, the most amazing, the fastest chip, the superlatives they use in their Apple product launch. You'll think that this is the greatest invention ever. Nothing can beat this. But every year they come out with a newer model, a better model, a newer phone, a newer laptop, a newer desktop, a newer given the amount of times that I've been getting introduced to this, like, wow, new, I'll come to the point of fed up here. Now there are so many things in the house, you're like, oh, I don't even want to think about it. It's like, I don't even want to know what Apple is launching new. I just decided, okay, after 2-3 years, maybe I'll upgrade, I'll see. Save money for it. It's funny, right? It's like for me today, to tell you honestly, I really don't want to eat any Thai food. I just want to eat my kind of food. I've eaten almost every Thai food possible. Just fed up. I've gone to every nook and corner of this small island. I've eaten in, not all the restaurants, but most of the restaurants. Let me rephrase it. I've not eaten in most of the restaurants because I hardly go out. But there's very little fascination to go out. You know, that curiosity is not there. So yeah, I've not gone to most of the restaurants. Maybe I've gone to 5% of the restaurants, 5. But then the problem is almost all the restaurants are the same, no? They all serve Thai food, and how much of, like 10 people cook the same Thai food? It's Thai food, right? I think I'm dying for my classic taste of, vada, sambar, South Indian food. You don't get vada, sambar, the typical South Indian dishes here. You don't get roti, naan. Yeah, you get, but the authentic Indian taste, you don't get it anymore. There's a mosquito. I guess, no, in life, if we keep stimulating ourselves with new things, it'll never end. We'll always want one more thing new. Like for my example, my baby, I've given her all the best toys, but obviously at some point she gets bored, no? So I can't keep buying new, and I don't want to. Even if I can, I don't want to, because then it'll be like she'll be a spoiled child. I think at some point we need to stop trying to figure out what's new, what more can I do. I think we are looking for a dopamine surge, some new excitement, some new, like that's why I think people try new styles and they try to remain relevant online, or they try new relationships, new cars, new toys. I think finally you'll reach a point one day where you'll just say, enough. All this is enough. Let me just, go with the grind. Do the daily stuff. And yes, you'll find something that stimulates your brain or gives you excitement, happiness, and that will be your purpose. For me, it is my work. Day and night, I get up the same place, do the same routine, run the same place, make the same videos. But I love what I do. Really love. I can keep doing this until I die. Because I'm not going too much to the extreme and I'm not searching for gimmicks. I know the purpose, my foundation. I think if I had to give you a moral of the story, it would be, you need to find your purpose, you need to find your calling, you need to find your reason for living. Each one, it's different. I know it's a very deep question when you say, what's the purpose of your life? The purpose of my life? You can give something that your parents and others have drilled in your head. My purpose in my life is to glory to God or be a good human being. All that bullshit you can give. But forget all that. I think you need to ask yourself, seriously, what do I want? What makes me happy? If nobody was watching, nobody was listening, nobody cared. It's just a statement to yourself. You're not going to put it anywhere. You're not going to tell anyone. What would it be? And then I think the next question comes, how do you go about working towards this process or this purpose. Because remember, it's not a destination, is it? It's not going to end, it's the journey. Because every day you live, you'll do the same thing again and again and again. And that is where, after the newness, the excitement is all gone, then you need to feel, wow, I'm still doing this even though it's the same old, same old. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. That is why I think when people get older, they stop all the gimmicks of looking good, trying to impress, trying to impress society. When you find the right partner, the right bits in your life, child, whatever, house, a pet, doggy. Anyway, you guys take care. It's me signing off. Sure, guys.